Manchester City on cloud nine. The 9th time they have laid hands on the Football League Cup. And a local boy is the hero, Nico O'Reilly. An unlikely double does for Arsenal. And the implications may reverberate further into the season. And one of the game's giants has carved another niche in history. For the 5th time, Pep Guardiola wins this trophy more than anybody else. And he takes as much pleasure in this prize as any other. In the second half, they have stepped it up and got rich reward. Not just success today, but who knows, maybe some vital psychological gains in a Premier League race which still has plenty of yards to run. Glenn Murray, your reaction?
Well, arguably the greatest manager that ever graced the Premier League, and he just keeps on winning, doesn't he? Even when the chips are down and he comes into a cup final as an underdog, he finds a way. From about the 10th, 15th minute, they got better and better and better. Manchester City has really impressed with their performance. That man there didn't break his duck, but he did his part, as everyone did for Manchester City. You can see what it means to Pep Guardiola, and he'll be hoping that this can be a catalyst in the Premier League. It's been a disappointing week going out of the Champions League, but silverware, first blood, when it's been available, and he's taken it. And now can they use this as the platform that everyone's been waiting for? Manchester City dropping it down a gear, finding their form, finding how they can get into their groove, and hopefully for them take it into the Premier League and make it what could be an epic ending to the season.
The final score in the 2026 Carabao Cup final, Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2. Nathan Ake, one of the unsung heroes, no doubt, with his performance. They had little in the way of latitude for centre-back selection today, with Ruben Diaz injured, Mark Gahey unavailable because of the regulations. But those two, Kusanov and Ake, have played a big part in their run to this final and kept Arsenal at bay. A couple of moments for Trafford to hope and pray. And while there was not the unique pleasure of a goal at Wembley, another day to treasure for the ace goal scorer.
Today's Carabao Cup final player of the match is Manchester City's number 33.
The familiar smile.
Nico O'Reilly.
And who knows, they're still in the FA Cup. They're still in the title race. This competition has often proved a prelude to greater glories for many a side, and it will certainly do them no harm in what's to come.
No, it won't. And you've got to look at Kusanov, Semenyo, Turkey. This is the reason they joined Manchester City, without any doubt, to win silverware. And like you say, can they use this as a platform to win more silverware? The last thing we should do is write Pep Guardiola off or question him, because when we do, he comes back in abundance. And this is a Manchester City in transition, changing their style of play, changing their players. We talked about, was it a new dawn for Arsenal? Could it be a new dawn for Pep Guardiola?
Good embrace for Kolo Touré, who has been part of many a memorable Arsenal success. Picking themselves up is the name of the game for Arsenal, who have so often experienced disappointment in this competition. I remember Frank McClintock, who was part of the ignominious defeat against Swindon and the controversial one against Leeds back at the end of the 60s, before the eventual double triumph a couple of years later, ruining the fact that he got another tankard rather than a medal. And Arsenal only onlookers as City enjoy that winning feeling. But this has to be fuel to their fire, doesn't it, for the Arsenal?
Well, it depends which way you look at it for both sides. Manchester City will be hoping it'll be a catalyst for them. Arsenal, well, will it add to the fire to win the Premier League, or will it just add an element of doubt in the running? But no doubt about it, this afternoon belongs to Manchester City. They've got a hard run coming up. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal again. 3 huge ties, but they will enjoy this without any doubt. Before an international break, the perfect send-off, and it'll be a feel-good factor around the Etihad when these group of players return.
Well, a bitter lingering taste for Arsenal, who were having the better of it at one point in the first half. Well, it's a longer walk than it used to be, and at this point in time it will feel that and more for these Arsenal players. You have to feel their day will come. They have given so much to this season and are still in the position that 91 clubs would envy in the Premier League. It's the tradition of the League Cup final day, it always has been, that the losers collect their consolation prize.
Runners-up in the 2026 Carabao Cup, Arsenal.
Bukayo Saka's first major cup final as a participant does not go the way he would have hoped. And such is the transition from the cup-winning team of 6 years ago, the FA Cup winning team, that he is the only member of the squad still at the club. Nico O'Reilly, a day on from coming of age, 21 yesterday, with so much to celebrate. And a shirt prepared for the occasion. It's bold, but it sums up the inner belief. Arsenal have got to, if they've lost any, regain it quickly. This could still be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, seasons in their history.
Well, there is the view that it could be the end of them both. If Mikel Arteta wins nothing, and also if Pep Guardiola goes out with a bang, 10 years into his Manchester City reign, but this feeling never gets old for them. And their leader, winning trophies is what he's about. Longest stint of his career without one, so he'll be very, very happy to get his hands back on silverware.
Yes, his barren spells are measured in months at most, really. It's a hard life, isn't it?
Well, you've got to be extra special at what you do to be as successful as he has and have the hunger and drive to do it day in, day out. This is not just about one afternoon and 190 minutes. This is about day in, day out drive and determination.
And in the midst, really, of rebuilding the mighty edifice. Bernardo Silva, one who has walked the walk many a time. But there are others of lesser vintage who are rising to the challenges. And hoping very much that they get used to this.
Well, he leads them up the steps, but he led them on the pitch today. Absolutely superb. What you would call a veteran now in the Manchester City ranks.
Well, in relative terms, you have to. And Pep Guardiola a spring as he takes those many steps.
How walks can be different. It can be a long, slow walk, or it can be a very bright, springy walk, as Pep Guardiola proves.
Touch of the triumphant gallop about him, back after a brief pause in the business of winning trophies again. And a moment that signifies his coming of age in every sense, Nico O'Reilly. A man who's proved he can play many parts, and today a starring role. And that man amongst the supporting cast for once.
He played his part.
Well, it was not the headline-grabbing stuff, but so vital. He's still waiting for a Wembley goal, but that will in no way tarnish this moment. He has two of them. One day alone. Trafford proving beyond the able deputy today with his first half contribution.
In the Royal Box, your winners, Manchester City!
Thomas Tuchel wishing that Erling Haaland was English.
Well, he was born in Leeds. It's a bit late, though. Well, the joy evident, the joy that never fades. The faces may change, but the results do not.
The winners of the
Manchester City,
Carabao Cup,
Wembley winners again.
Manchester City!
For the 9th time, only bettered by Liverpool, they take home the Football League Cup. And who knows what may lie ahead in the weeks to come. Arsenal the vanquished, City the victors, the winners of the 2026 Carabao Cup.